Well, today we have this video inside the hateful and lonely world of incel men. Uncovering Incels Part 1, short documentary. Oh boy, here we go. Let's go ahead and get right into it. And the reason why I looked up this video is because every time I make a video on incels, oh my goodness, these incels get in the comments and they sit there and they type their heart away. I have no sympathy for losers. If you are an incel and you're ready to change and you can actually open up your ears, put your ego to the side and say, what can I do to improve? Then hey, I respect you. Even if you're an incel, I respect the fact that you're willing to change. But these incels will really sit there and tell you about confidence. They'll tell you about how things work. They'll tell you about how you can't build confidence. If a motherfucker has a result in an area that I don't, if a motherfucker's making millions and millions of dollars and I'm not, do you really think I'm going to sit there and explain to that man my mindset on, no, this is the way you do it and you don't make millions like that, but I don't have results in that area? That's the reason why these motherfuckers never grow in life. But you need losers, so it's great. It's great to have losers. But the point is, the motherfuckers who never grow is because they can never sit there, admit that they're lacking in an area, and listen to someone else. It's that simple, guys.
Investigating the hidden online world of incels.
I have not interacted with a female that is not related to me in over 3 years.
They're mostly young men, usually virgins, who can't find a romantic or sexual partner.
Did you hear him? Did you hear him? Okay, let's break that down real quick because I already know what the incels are going to say in the comments, but let's break it down really quick.
We've been investigating
It proves my point 100%.
the hidden online world of incels.
I have not interacted with a female that is not related to me in over 3 years.
I have not interacted with a female in over 3 years other than the ones in his family. And this is why incels are where they're at. Because they like to say that you can't improve your confidence. And if I go out there and I approach women and I get rejected, what's the point? It's like, that's exactly why you're going to be an incel for the rest of your life. So just come to terms with it, accept it, and that's cool. But for the incels who say, listen, I want to be better, don't be like this guy, the average incel, who says, I haven't talked to women in 3 years. Well, that's exactly why you're an incel. Because you're afraid, you're scared, and you can't confront your fears. If you never looked under the bed as a kid and realized there's no monster there, you'd be 40, 50 years old still thinking there's a monster under my bed because you never confronted it. So if you're afraid of women, you're an incel, what do? You face your fear. You go out there and you talk to more women, and then eventually, even if you get rejected, see, that's the mindset of a loser versus the mindset of a winner. A winner sees failure as an opportunity to learn. A loser sees failure as the end of the world. Oh, what's the point? What's the point of going out there and getting rejected? I'm just going to get rejected. See, that's the most loser mentality in the world. The winner says, okay, I failed. What could I have done better? The goal is not going to change. The goal is still the same, but what can I change in my plan? Because clearly there's something wrong with my plan. It's not the goal, it's the plan. If someone else, see, this is the problem. A loser sees himself as less than the world. Because when someone's out there and they're achieving results, they're confident, they have a strong mindset, they know how to talk to women, they get women, the loser cannot comprehend the fact that he can be that person too. He just has to figure out, what is that person doing differently? What is he doing that I'm not? Because he's no better than me. And that's the mindset of a motherfucking winner. See, anybody who I see out there in the world doing better than me, I don't hate, I don't get mad, I don't sit here and get all egotistical and say, oh, fuck that person. No, because nobody in this world is better than me. And it's just as simple as that. If they're doing better than me, they know something that I don't. And it's cool. I will figure it out. No worries. Anything. It doesn't matter what it is. But the people who just want to stay the same will just find nothing but excuses to complain.
They're mostly young men, usually virgins, who can't find a romantic or sexual partner.
I must become more attractive. It's my last chance.
But on the extreme end, some incels are becoming more menacing.
There was quite a few women that I did want to break their nose so they would be ugly.
Where staunch incels blame women and attractive men for the reason why they're not in a relationship.
Around 60 terror attacks that can be linked to incel actors.
It's pitiful. It's disgusting. I have zero sympathy for these losers who just want to stay the same. The losers who just want to stay the same. I have zero sympathy for them. And motherfuckers are going to be in the comments, you're a bully, you're a bully. How the fuck am I a bully when I'm helping these guys? If these guys wouldn't be such emotional little bitches, because men aren't supposed to be emotional. If these guys weren't so emotional and they actually listened to what I was saying and thought logically, that's the problem. These guys, they don't think, they feel. Oh, but I feel like this. Oh, but he said something in a certain way, so I feel like he's bullying me. He's saying it in a condescending tone. No, buddy, think with your mind. Open up your fucking mind, think and listen and apply the logic. If you feel like you don't like something, you put your feelings to the side and you still extract the value from what's being said. That's why you can learn from anybody, from someone that you hate, from someone that you love, because you can sit there and think logically without letting your feelings get in the way. Your feelings will always stop you from growing. Your feelings will get you in prison. Your feelings will catch you, make you being a fucking insecure man who's always following his woman around because he feels like something's going on. Your feelings will stop you from listening to someone who's trying to help you because you feel like they're being condescending when they're actually trying to give you the blueprint, but they have to say it in a way that's going to wake your ass up so that you can stop being in this weak mindset and living a weak life with weak results.
We wanted to know who these incels were, what they believed in, and just how extreme it could get. In this two-part investigation, we gain access to a world that is usually closed off, especially to women. Before we start this story, we want to let you know that it contains violent and distressing content, including references to sexual violence and racist slurs.
Don't tell me they're going to talk about Elliot Rodgers. Motherfuckers in the comments, the incels, will really praise that man. Like, that's how much of a loser they are, that they have to praise a man who was such an incel and such a loser that he decided to go out there and kill innocent people. If you support that, you are a loser. And you just have to look yourself in the mirror and just tell yourself, I am a loser. And see, here's the thing about someone who has a winner's mindset versus someone who has a loser's mindset. If someone tells me, right, if someone points something out, I have more self-worth than what they are saying. For example, if someone says, you're an incel, I'm not going to sit there, get mad, and be like, they're right. No, I'm going to do something about it, and I'm going to change it, because it's nobody else's fault except for mine. If I was an incel, it would be nobody else's fault but mine. If I'm getting fat and someone in my life tells me, hey, you're getting fat, I never sit there and get mad at them. The people who will forever stay fat are the people who get mad when you tell them, oh, you're fat or something like that, right? Now, I'm not condoning that you just go out there and start calling random people fat, but I'm just saying the people who get called fat and just sit there and get mad about it, they're never going to change. But someone like myself, if you were to call me fat, you say, hey, you are fat. I'm going to say, nah, I might be taking actions that are making me that way right now, but I'm going to change my actions so that they can never say that again, so that they don't even have the possibility of calling me that. Because if it wasn't true, then it wouldn't bother you. The reason why these guys get so bothered in my comments is because it's true. And they're not willing to change their actions. If they were willing to change their actions today, moving forward, they wouldn't be bothered by what I was saying. Because if I said, hey, you're an incel, they wouldn't be bothered if they said, well, Today, moving forward, I'm going to talk to more women. I'm going to stop caring about rejection. I'm going to stop being so afraid of women. And I'm going to go out there and prove myself and become the type of man who builds his confidence, gets good with women, and women are actually attracted to. So I don't care what he says. I don't care what this guy says. Listen, I'm going to change moving forward today. But no, they don't want to change.
We're on our way to meet 5 incels who we've been chatting to online for about a month now. They usually chat to each other in forums and in servers, but today they're meeting up. And they're letting us join. One of them, who we'll call Tom, is well known in the community for building a server, which is kind of like an online chat room. He's agreed to meet us first at a hotel.
There is most likely not a single female on the planet that would be willing to date me.
How do you define what an...
Such a loser mindset. And you guys have to understand, the guys who are going to sit here and defend this shit. Oh, no. Listen, it's a loser mindset through and through. There's not a woman on this earth who would date me. What kind of mindset is that? There's about 4 billion women on this earth. And you think so low of yourself that you say, no woman on this earth would ever like me? It's because the reason why you don't have confidence, the reason why you don't love yourself is because of your actions. You're not taking actions to show yourself that, hey, I love myself. You watch porn, you beat off and you deplete yourself by jerking off into a sock all day. That's a self-hatred act. You're depleting yourself and your energy of your life force energy. What else? You sit there and you waste your life away on video games. Another thing, telling yourself that you hate yourself. You eat whatever the fuck you want. You don't go to the gym. You don't work out. So guess what? All these things are telling yourself, I hate myself. So it's creating a mindset of someone who thinks low of themselves. But if you started today and you put your feelings to the side for a moment, and you said, you know what? I'm going to start doing things that build me up, that show me that I love myself, that I respect myself. You guys will show love and respect to your wife or to your girlfriend by saying what? Hey, I love you. Hey, listen, let me get you some flowers. Hey, this, that, right? But you don't do it to yourself. How would your wife or your girlfriend know that you loved them if you weren't doing acts to show them that you loved them? They wouldn't, right? They would think that you hate them. So what about you? It's the same thing with yourself. You would not be able to show yourself that you love yourself until you started showing yourself through your actions. So start today. Start changing your habits. Start working out. Start cleaning up your place. Start making sure you look well groomed everywhere that you go. Get a haircut every week. Smell good every single day, shower every single day, twice a day, have a skincare routine, eat healthy, and guess what? Eventually your confidence will go up because you've been showing yourself through your actions that you love yourself.
An incel is.
An incel is someone who is unable to get into a romantic relationship.
He's nervous to be on camera and has brought a mask with him to protect his identity.
Being an incel has become quite sensationalist.
It's not that they're unable to, it's that they choose not to be.
I am worried that openly identifying as such in public might affect job prospects.
What do you think when you see a woman on the street?
I don't feel like I live in the same society as her. I think that every woman who encounters me on the street is inherently disgusted by me. I'm physically unattractive, I'm visibly autistic, and I have no experience speaking to females.
So how are you going to get experience speaking to females? How do you get experience in anything? I'm sure you have a lot of experience in watching porn. How did you get experience in watching porn? By going on Pornhub, beating your meat every day. Going on Pornhub, beating your meat every day. You built that experience, right? So if you want to experience talking to women, then go out there and get some experience. What you guys don't understand is that experience is not just the wins. Experience is not just success. The people who have experience talking to women are men who have the experience of failing as well. Are men who have both. The men who have experienced failure, who have experienced rejection, on the other side, they get the success. They get the women. Why? Because they were able to go through it, and with that experience, they learned something from it. And that's how they were able to pivot, change their plan, and start seeing success. But you're not going to get that if you just choose not to be. So it is a choice. If you're an incel right now, you chose to be there.
Tom casually browsed forums a few years ago in high school. Now he feels so connected to the incel philosophy that he built his own chat room.
Sometimes incels can say some edgy statements.
Can you give examples?
An edgy statement would be something like, I hate all women, all women, every woman is evil. Sometimes a small minority of users, when they're lashing out in anger, might make jokes about sexual violence. I wouldn't paint this over as something too serious. A lot of this is just people just having like fun social interaction, fun banter.
In the 20 minutes we spent looking at the chat, we saw Nazi symbols, racial slurs, and unsurprisingly, hate towards women.
This is an example of an incel and a female beefing with each other. The female said, y'all are boring, and this incel responded in anger.
You wanna read the message?
No. This server has been taken down around.
F you, dumb, horny. Go shove a lawnmower in your... and leave. Oh my goodness, these guys, man.
This server has been taken down around 10 times, but those takedowns have not really had a dent on its popularity.
It's hard to know how many incels exist, especially when they connect in private servers like this one. On the most popular forum, there are millions of visits each year. By some estimates, at the very least, there are thousands of dedicated members worldwide.
I do blame women to a significant extent for why we have so many men single, depressed, lonely. There may be definitely elements of misogyny in the community. It's only reactive to being unable to get with females. It would probably dissipate if a female showed interest in them. What are you browsing? G.
We later catch up with the rest of the group in the park.
Hello, female.
They're in their late teens and early 20s. Most of them have...
You see that right there?
Hello.
This is why incels stay where they're at. Because instead of getting around people who have the results that they want, instead they band together with a bunch of other losers and they discuss their loser ideas. This is why the average person stays average. Because the average person who works a 9 to 5 and hates their job and never changes anything, guess what? They hang around other people with 9 to 5. They hang around other people who are also broke. And so they sit around and they complain about the bills. Oh, the bills. Oh, this sucks. Oh, as opposed to if you're broke, if you don't have money, if your bills aren't being paid, learn from people who are getting the results that you want and say, what the fuck are they doing differently? Let me surround myself with those people. Why would I want to surround myself with people who are at a low level? Once you're at a higher level, then you can surround yourself with like-minded individuals because you guys are all on the same frequency. You guys are all trying to move towards the same path. But it's the same thing. If you're a bunch of losers, you're on the same frequency and you're not going to change anything at all because none of the ideas that you guys are bouncing off each other are ideas of growth. It's just complaints. It's just sitting there complaining. And what is a complaint? Something that you just let out and it makes you feel better. Oh, I don't get any women. Oh, I don't think I'll ever get a woman. As opposed to being around people who make you uncomfortable. Damn, that motherfucker's getting how many women? And I'm an incel, I'm getting 0? Damn, bro, how did you do it? You gotta put your ego to the side, you see? How did you do it, bro? Oh, listen, bro, I did this and this and that. Damn, okay. And then you change it.
They're in their late teens and early 20s. Most of them haven't given us their real names. After a month of speaking online, they've agreed to meet with us in person to explain a bit more about who they are. They agree to chat over lunch on the condition that their faces are blurred.
Is anyone here dating?
No.
No. I wouldn't be. No.
If you're dating, then you're not an incel. So.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no.
It's that hard line?
If you can date, chances are you can have sex.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make you an incel.
Like, if you're talking about going on dates, I think you can go on dates and be incel.
I'm more hardline in my definition.
Some allude to a common incel belief. They call it the black pill. It's the idea that women will only ever go for physically attractive men, that they've lost the genetic lottery, and their situation...
Imagine telling your grandparents this, right? Imagine telling your grandpa. Your grandpa back in the day, he actually had to go out there into the real world. He wasn't living in this internet world where men are afraid to talk to women. Imagine telling your grandpa, Grandpa, the black pill. He's gonna look at you like, what? The what pill? The black pill? He's gonna be like, grandson, you are a bitch. No fucking black pill. You're not a black pillar, you are a bitch. Okay? Stop being a bitch. Go out there, grab your nuts, and go talk to women. That's what your grandpa would say. Because those people, they were living in reality back in the day. The people nowadays, they're not living in reality. They're living in this social media world where everything is online. Everything is hiding behind a screen. You see a beautiful woman, you're seeing her through behind a screen, and then you can send her a message behind the screen. But it's just not the real world. You're not based in reality.
...is hopeless.
Do your parents know that you're an incel?
No. My dad's like asked me when am I going to get a girlfriend or whatever. I feel like my mum knows I'm a loser.
Are you all at uni at the moment?
I'm working.
No, I'm at uni.
I'm studying, kind of, yeah.
It's mostly just STEM subjects.
Yeah, no incel's doing like social work or something.
And why do you think it's those kind of jobs?
You don't have to talk to people, you can just focus on ideas and stuff.
You know, I said I haven't spoken to an IRL void in 3 years. That's partially because I do a STEM degree. Like, I've never been paired with a female. Thank If I did, I'd probably just walk out.
I wanted to know what direction the incel movement was headed in, so I sat down with a researcher who spent 18 months looking at the largest incel forum on the internet.
We gathered over 1 million posts from just over a year of activity on the forum.
He found the number of visits were growing slowly and posts were getting more extreme. We asked him to read some out.
So this one is called Women Peak at 12. Who in their right mind would prefer a 22-year-old roastie to this? And they've got an image of it.
Just weird guys hanging around other weird guys that aren't helping them elevate in any way. Hang around people who have what it is that you want. Listen, guys, even the people who hate in my comments, the guys who hate in my comments, if you were to wake up one day and say, damn, I've been being a bitch all along, let me go ahead and send Optimal Man Coaching a message on Instagram. He can help me. I'll gladly help you. If you can put your ego to the side and you can admit, listen, man, you know, I'm sorry that I hated. I was fucking up. I don't know what I was thinking. I was being emotional. I will help you. I have no problem with that. But I will not help a man who will sit there and try to defend his weak ass mindset.
Of a 12-year-old child. National Socialist Germany was the best country for incels. Women are designed to be raped. Males have a sufficient strength advantage, and this was probably our main method of procreating. It's all designed to make women seem like they're subhuman.
In the most popular forum, about half of its members are Americans and Brits, but there are also Australians in there too. The group we've spoken to have never expressed any of these thoughts to us. Callum says that people who end up in these spaces tend to be unemployed, have mental health vulnerabilities, and are insecure about their looks.
Many users claim to be neurodivergent. Unfortunately, the answers they're getting are that women are to blame for all this, and it just sort of breeds this toxic, violent rage towards women that's really dangerous.
But not all incels hate women and subscribe to the extreme end of things. Some go to great lengths to attract them.
I am making some gains.
For Raymond, he's hoping the gym is the answer. In YouTube videos, he talks about his journey to self-improvement, and so far he's had 500,000 views.
Hey guys, what's up? Decline here. I am 30 and...
The gym is not the answer to learning how to talk to women. And listen, there's going to be guys out here who say, dude, you're blue pill, this and that. Listen, for the guys who say shit like that, that just lets me know what level of thinking you're on. You're on such a low level of thinking that you don't understand that I understand all of these things. All of these things have truth to them. But when you reach another level through experiencing and actually having your own experience and paying attention, you start to understand the nuances. That's when you're on a higher level of thinking than when you're over here and you're so obtuse that you can't understand the nuances. You just think in black and white. No, you gotta go to the gym to get women. When you understand the nuances, you understand the intricacies that, yes, if you get a nice body, you're gonna be more attractive to women. But you will also understand that you don't get better at talking to women without talking to women. So that's the nuance, is the fact that, yes, you will be more attractive, but you still need to do the thing that you're very afraid to do. And if you weren't over here working out on your body, but you were still someone who was average and you focused on learning how to talk to women, you will actually be better at talking to women than the man who works out all day. Ideally, you should do both. You should work out and you should talk to women. Why? Because if you don't do both, then you're going to be lacking in one area. You're going to be lacking in one area. It's that simple.
Still alone.
We're about an hour out of Melbourne and meet Raymond as he heads to the gym.
I go to the gym 6 days a week. I want to build a good amount of muscle and get lean and shredded. It seems that a lot of people have been successful with that. I still haven't had a successful one-on-one encounter with a girl.
Why do you think you've not had much success with women?
Firstly, I'm a very small guy, like 6 foot guys are a lot more successful.
Okay. See? That's where the unconfidence comes in. And even if he was shorter than a 6 foot guy, listen, that's not the problem. There's going to be some women who are only attracted to taller guys, sure. But the problem is your confidence. Do you not hear him? Yeah, I just haven't gotten an encounter. As opposed to if he were like, what did he say? I don't know. Let's just say he's 5'7". Yeah, I'm 5'7", and I have no problem talking to women. Confidence, even if you're 5'7", there's gonna be some woman out there who finds you attractive. And once again, there's gonna be some idiot saying, no, but if you're short, once again, understanding the nuances, understanding in between the lines, not just black and white. Yes, more women are gonna find a taller man attractive. Yes, if you're shorter, your options are probably gonna be slimmer. But yes, if you have confidence about something that you can't even change, but you still think you're the shit, you still see yourself as that motherfucking guy, guess what? Other people have no choice but to start to think the same way that you think. That's how you influence people. They'll have no choice. If there's women around you and you are a guy who, you look good, you smell good, you're 5'7", but when people are around you, you just exude that confidence, they have no choice but to think like, damn, he thinks so highly of himself. Maybe I should start thinking that highly of him too.
I don't know how to talk to women or anyone.
Up until now, most of the incels that we'd spoken to were virgins. But that's not the case with Raymond.
It has been some time since I had any sexual encounter that was not paid. I met some...
Damn, could he have made that shit look any gayer?
sexual encounter that was not.
Like, I've never seen someone on the fucking app machine make it look so gay. Like, dog, come on.
Paid. I met some couples for threesome.
My camera's about to die, but listen, guys, like the video and hit me up on Instagram at Optimal Man Coach, and I got you.
MMF threesomes, and I found them not really fulfilling. Everybody has those same desires to want to feel desired and wanted and loved.
The important question is, that threesome that he had, was it with women or was it with the other gender? Because he didn't exactly specify. Yeah, I had a threesome with 2 bitches. They were both sucking my dick. One was sucking my dick, the other one was sucking my balls.
I don't subscribe to a lot of the common views of, say, black pill incels. Like, not everything is determined by your genes. These groups, I feel, have kind of hijacked the term.
Raymond is hoping to have changed his luck with women by his mid-30s.
If I haven't succeeded, I'll probably start focusing on other things, maybe just enjoying my life and just roughing, as I say.
Just give up, right? That's the mindset most people have. Just give up. Not everyone is going to have the winner's mindset to say, I'm not giving up. I'm going to have what I want. I'm going to figure it out. Doesn't matter how many tries it takes, I will have what I want. That's the winner's mindset. The loser's mindset is, well, you know, if I don't get it, I guess I'll come to terms with it and accept it. If Thomas Edison had that mindset, do you think we'd have these lights? Do you really think we'd have these lights? He tried, I believe it was 1,000 attempts. If he would have quit and said, I've already tried 500 times, you know, I guess I'll just sit around and rot. Do you think we'd have these today? No, we'd still be using fucking candles. But he had a winner's mindset. He said, I'm going to figure this out. Every single loss is a lesson.
I'll go back to my video games, start watching anime again, and maybe get a job.
Tom says he's no longer involved in running the server, but he's still given up on the idea of ever being in a relationship.
I'm rather content now. It's just sort of like a huge, gaping hole in your life and fitting into society, I guess. Having bleak views affects my mental health and many other incels' mental health by making us, much less caring about our future prospects. The community is really the only reason why I stay, and as the situation for young men continues to get worse, it is inevitable that subgroups like incels will grow.
In the next part of our investigation, we look at how much of this online hate can spill out into the real world.
A man obsessed with guns.
With an online history of misogyny.
Killed his mother and 4 others.
Having all these violent fantasies, constantly thinking about it, rape, violence, murder.
And their only goal with me was to acquire some kind of sexual encounter.
Well, guys, that's the video for today. And if you're someone who got mad at this video and you left a comment, I appreciate you. You probably haven't watched this part yet because it's the end of the video. But when you get here, hey man, I appreciate your hateful comment. You're still giving me the attention. You're still commenting under my video. You're still trying to explain your weak mindset instead of listening. And to the guys who support, hey, I respect you guys because you guys have the winner's mindset. You guys have a mindset that's looking to improve, that's looking to be better, that's thinking of ways. How can I bounce off ideas off other people? How can I win? Oh, what about you? What do you think? How can we win? How can we win? As opposed to the losers who just say, oh, my problem, my problem, my problem. Winners thinking, what's the solution? Yo, bro, what's the solution? Yo, what's your solution? Yo, what do you think is the solution? And now you have a bunch of solutions to a problem. You apply it and you change your life. Well, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Or the people who hit me up on Instagram, I'll catch you on Instagram. Peace out, guys.